Hey guys, Dave Norris with you, RT on the camera. Today we're going to talk about how you can tell how long your playlist is. Say, for example, you're not going to be able to make your show, but you've got a 2-hour show, so you want to pre-build 2 hours worth of music so your show can run automated while you're not here. Pretty simple to do that. What we're going to do is we're going to pull up our playlist, and we're going to start dragging music into our playlist. Now we're going to notice here in James's playlist that I've already gone and I've pre-selected music from the start of the playlist all the way to the end of the playlist. Now you'll notice because of the branches that I have in here at 11:50 a.m. and at 10:50 a.m., these are going to be really good areas where I can get a quick and easy understanding of just how long my playlist is. Now to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back over and I'm going to look at the transition code for both of our branches. And just for this one particular piece right now, I'm going to change the transition code from a green A to a red N. I will be going back later and undoing this, but just so we can tell how long our sets of music are. Once I do this, I can select any song in between the start of my playlist and the first branch. And down at the bottom of our playlist box, we're going to see two options for time: playlist time and stop set time. If I select the stop set time button, what I'm doing is I am getting an indication of the amount of time from the start of my playlist to the first branch that I set to a red N. We can see that this branch is set to expire, or set to fire, at 10:50, so approximately 50 minutes into my playlist. I'll notice if I look at the time again, that I've actually only put in 46 minutes and 45.9 seconds worth of music. This means I have approximately another 3 minutes and 15 seconds of music that I can fill in before that particular PSA needs to run at 10:50. So what I can do at that point is I can drag one more song, and hopefully it's probably not Meatloaf now that I look at that, but I can look at one of these songs and I can find a 3-minute and 15-second-ish song, and I'll drag that into my playlist right here. Now I'm going to reselect stop set time at the bottom, and I'll notice that my playlist time, or my stop set time, is now 50 minutes and 18 seconds. Now if I wanted to get a good understanding of the total amount of time on my playlist, that is from the first song in my playlist all the way to the last song in my playlist, I can quick and easily select the playlist time. And that's going to tell me that my total playlist time is 1 hour and 54 minutes and 38.5 seconds. Again, that goes from the very first song in my playlist all the way to the very last song in my playlist. Now what I know is that from the start of my playlist to my first stop set, that's approximately 50 minutes worth of music between here and here. I know that I have to take a break at 10:50 and then another break at 11:50, which means I have an hour's worth of time to fill in between these two spots that need to run. So again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select any song in between the first branch and the second branch, which I also set to a red N. You'll notice the red N here and the red N here. So I'm going to select any song, and again I'm going to select the stop set time button. I'll notice that right now I have 50 minutes and 6.5 seconds worth of music in between my first stop set and my second stop set. What I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to drag one of the songs from underneath my second stop set to right above my second stop set, this Aerosmith Sweet Emotion tune. I'm going to reselect stop set time. You'll notice that I have now filled 53 minutes and 19 seconds worth of the hour's worth of music that I needed to fill. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab one more song from my library, this Foreigner tune. And this should get me very close to my total playlist time that I need. What I'm going to do is I'm going to select the stop set time one more time. I'm going to notice I now have 58 minutes and 35.3 seconds between my first and second stop set times. And my total playlist time is 1 hour and 59 minutes and 54 seconds. Well, since my show is really 2 hours, that's about as close as I'm going to get. Once I figured out my total playlist time, I'm going to go back. I'm going to turn off, I'm going to revert back the transitions to auto plays. So this branch is no longer a red N, it's now a green A. I'm going to do that for the first branch at 1050 as well. Transition, auto play, and then I'm going to save my playlist. Save, and yes, it is okay to overwrite. I've now set up my playlist so it can run all 2 hours with me not being in the studio. This concludes how to adjust the transition times for your playlist.